Hello, Board of Directors of Tyler Technologies. My name is Leah Butterfield with the Brighter Tomorrows Consulting Group. These are my colleagues, Gray and Sam. Thank you for calling us back today to talk about the ethical implications of the problems that we found in your technology. Now, as you recall, you do have some significant issues in your software and your technology, and it's causing problems such as wrongful incarceration, wrongful arrest, as well as inefficiencies within the local government justice systems. Now, we're going to talk today about the ethical implications of this. So, corporations are a guest in our society, and what that means is that they are legal fiction created by law and by operation of law. Basically, like citizens, this gives corporations rights, but it also gives them responsibilities. So as a legal fiction, Tyler Tech owes its success to both the governments that it contracts with as well as the taxpayers. And they must uphold social and physical contracts. So Tyler Technologies is openly and honestly contracting with these local governments. And so legally and ethically, they must fulfill these contracts. If they say that they offer a product that will help citizens of these local governments be more accessible, the governments be more accessible to the citizens, then they need to maintain this. Their product needs to perform as they say it will in the contract. Additionally, they have a responsibility of being truthful. So when they're selling the product, if they state that it's an off-the-shelf product that will streamline the justice system, this is what needs to happen. This is how the product needs to function. And as a legal fiction, Tyler Technologies also has a fiduciary duty to the local government. Tyler Technologies decided to make a business model that would contract with these local governments. And as you know, your company says that it serves these governments, and you know that these governments serve the people as well. So if you claim to help the government be more efficient and more accessible to the public, then you also have a duty to these governments as well as to the people that the governments serve. So wrongfully arresting your technology and the problems that are causing this wrongful arrest and wrongful incarceration, they're causing a huge backlog of files and general inefficiency throughout the government, as well as wasting taxpayer resources and making the government unknowingly complicit in these ethical violations. By doing this, you're directly undermining the people in the government that you claim to serve. So yesterday we spoke about 5 steps to fix this technology, fix the problems in your technology, both short-term and long-term. In addition to this, we spoke about establishing honesty with the taxpayers and the local governments that you serve. This will help you attract more local governments in the future. Now, it may seem a bit scary to come clean with the public with what's been going on with your technology. However, if we look at other cases in the past, I don't know if you remember the Tylenol scare of 1982. What happened is Johnson & Johnson, their Tylenol product, was infected with cyanide. And so the Tylenol that was being sold off the shelf was actually causing death in people. And what Johnson & Johnson did is they took the Tylenol off the shelf, they came clean to the public about what happened. They told everyone what was going on. Because of this, today, Johnson & Johnson is stronger than ever. 36 years later, they have a loyal customer base, and they're doing just as good, if not better, than they were 36 years ago. So I do want you to consider one question. What kind of company do you want to be now, and what kind of company do you want to be 36 years from now?
Thanks, Leah. So I'd like to go into another topic, which is about how your product is inadvertently causing a subversion of justice. So within your Odyssey case management system, as already established by my colleague Leah, there are a number of bugs that are resulting in people being falsely incarcerated. And so your technology is unintentionally resulting in people going to jail over crimes that they didn't commit. Now this is adversely affecting not only their relationships, but their professional lives and numerous other aspects of their lives. In addition to that, it's resulting in a utility being taken away from society. So it's taking away from the optimal efficiency, operating efficiency of society by taking these people who could be being productive and adding to society and taking them out of it. And as any business devoted to the public and its well-being, you have a responsibility to improve this optimal efficiency of the government, of the people. And that flows into my other topic, which is how there is an added level of responsibility on producers that serve essential functions of society. So to explain this, examples of these essential sectors would be such as the financial services, or the medical industry, or anyone serving the Justice Department. So think about a pacemaker. If you had a pacemaker and it was being held to the same production qualities or the production standards of a Hamilton blender, that would be a great ethical dilemma, because you would have this risk of people's lives being put in jeopardy by poor production standards. Now, the same thing applies here to the justice system, and there should be no lower level of accountability in the justice system. So as a company that gives a product, gives a software, and provides it to the government to improve its function, you have a responsibility to create a product that is going to do as you say it will and to add to the utility. And that's where I would like to come into one of the most important parts of business ethics, which is maintaining true to your mission statement. In your mission statement, your company states that it's very, very focused on bringing value to the justice system. It's very focused on making their everyday functions easier, simpler, and faster for them. But in fact, a number of counties that you serve actually reported that it would be easier for them to return back to their pen and paper method of filing their cases. If that's the case, then your technology is having some serious issues, and it's time to take a step back and look at how to fix these problems. And furthermore, you have a special kind of responsibility as a fiduciary company, which Leah established. You have a special kind of responsibility to the person you're partnering with, because you're not only representing your own values, you're also representing the values of the person that you're partnering with. And in this sense, you are partnered with the justice system, and therefore it is important for you to uphold all parts and all standards that that justice system stands for. And by inadvertently imposing on people's freedoms and autonomies by falsely incarcerating them, you're actually giving a bad rep not only for yourself, but also for the justice system that you serve and the government of the people. And in my final point that I would like to make, it's very important, as Leah stated, how you choose to go forward from here. So, as she showed with the Johnson example, it's important for your company to take the issues that it's currently having and handle them with not only composure, but responsibility and transparency. That's going to increase people's faith not only in your product, but in the government as well. And it's only right for you to continue forward with that level of conduct.
Thank you, Greg. Now, with these software failures and unhappy clientele because of the software failures, your corporation stands to have a very negative reputation due to the harms caused to the public sector, or to the public, and by not claiming fault in litigation and in the quarterly meetings by your corporation. So what the public is seeing in regards to your Odyssey case management system is not correlating to what's going on behind the scenes with the faulty product. When customers look for a corporation to do business with, they want to have transparency, they want honesty, and they want to trust in the quality of the product provided and make sure that it maintains the promises that you have for it. And this is the same with software in regards to the Odyssey case management system that you provide for your clients. So if these values are not upheld, and if you have a faulty product, what is going to make them want to stay with your corporation? What is going to make these counties want to continue business with Tyler Technologies if there is a faulty product? Now, your trust is hindered here because your corporation is accidentally making counties that you serve unknowingly commit injustices to the people that they're supposed to be helping. And I think we can all agree that this is unacceptable. However, there are ways to mitigate these immediate and future risks. So we propose you enhance your transparency by informing your clientele of work to implement a solution for the faulty software of the Odyssey case management system. And in regards to the software itself, we propose that you create a software development team and an auditor to go through and look for vulnerabilities and correct these issues within the product itself, and have your quality assurance team go over new test cases for the product. And by claiming responsibility in settling lawsuits, you will acknowledge the harms that your product has caused to the general public and maintain your accountability and take responsibility for the issues due to your software. What we propose here is an actionable solution to help correct the wrongdoings of your software failures in order to increase the trustworthiness of your corporation as well as the integrity that you uphold. and most importantly, uphold the mission statements that your corporation stands by. I want to thank you for your time today and your desire to go over the ethical components of our findings. In order to better create a quality product for your counties, the Odyssey Case Management System, and help make sure that you are a leader in the tech industry to empower the public sector, those of which you serve. Thank you.